A new UN report reveals that 2.8 billion people lack adequate housing and 318 million are homeless, highlighting a growing global crisis. It urges urgent reforms in urban policies and services to address displacement, poor living conditions and climate pressures. More detail in this news report.
A staggering 2.8 million people across the globe lack access to adequate housing, according to the 2024 annual report from the United Nations Human Settlements Programme, UN Habitat. The report paints a grim picture of a deepening global housing crisis, calling it one of the greatest challenges facing sustainable urban development today. Of those affected, 1.1 billion people live in slums or informal settlements, where living conditions are often overcrowded, unsafe and unsanitary. Nearly 90% of these populations are concentrated in Africa and Asia, where the housing shortfall is estimated at approximately 170 million units. UN Habitat Executive Director Anna Claudia Rosbach highlighted the impact of conflict, climate change and natural disasters, which continue to displace millions in search of safety and better living conditions. She stressed the need to rethink urban policies, land use, legislation and financing to prioritize housing and basic services as essential pillars of both development and climate resilience. The report estimates that 318 million people are currently homeless, nearly equivalent to the entire population of the United States. Globally, 1 in every 4 people lives in housing conditions that threaten their health, safety, and well-being. Both urban and rural populations face serious gaps in basic services. 14% of city dwellers and 40% of rural residents lack access to safe drinking water. Meanwhile, 2 out of every 5 people do not have proper sanitation services. The report emphasized that safely managed sanitation is a cornerstone of human development, vital for fighting poverty, disease, and early mortality. As urban areas bear increasing pressure from both population growth and climate stress, the report warns that around 2 billion urban residents could face extreme heat conditions by 2040, escalating the urgency for action. The report concludes by noting that the UN Habitat Assembly on Friday adopted its new strategic plan for 2026 to 2029, which focuses on expanding access to housing, land and essential services, including clean water and sanitation, as part of the global effort to address the housing crisis and achieve the Sustainable Development Goals.